Hey, this is indigomusic.com. I'm Rohit, and today we're talking about a very important topic, road rage, because the cases are on the rise of late in Bengaluru. And yeah, the simple answer is to say sorry and move on, but people don't do that. And to give me more perspective about why this is happening and how to curb this, I've got someone who deals with such cases on a regular basis, Mr. Prakash Devaraju, an IPS officer. He's the Deputy Commissioner of Police for Traffic South Bengaluru. Mr. Devaraju, thank you so much for taking some time and connecting with us. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us on indigomusic.com. So let's talk about Bangalore traffic. We know it's legendary, but when it comes to bad behavior, where does road rage stand compared to other violations?
No, I think road rage is one of the most serious of all the offenses because it is quite dangerous not only for the people involved but also for the other people who are there in the traffic. So yeah, it's a very serious offense, and it deals with both traffic as well as law and order problems. So both the police actually deal with this problem.
Right. And how can drivers protect themselves if they ever encounter an aggressive motorist? What should they do?
It's a very good question because most of the times when there is a road rage, we see a lot of people stop the car and they start arguing with the other person. So that is a complete no-no when it comes to road rage. So basically, we should do ideally is to basically not get out of the car. We have to keep the car and the vehicles to the side and then actually involve in any kind of arguments with the other person. So better is to have a dash cam which is recording and then call the authorities. You can actually call 112, they'll reach within 10 minutes. So that is the best solution. That is
And also, I've seen Bangalore Traffic Police is very big on social media. They respond to each and every post. So, do you think if someone couldn't call police directly on that day, if they upload it the next day and tag Bangalore Traffic Police, do you think that would help?
definitely lot. In fact, lot of the complaints actually they tag it in the Twitter or share it in Insta and tag us. So we'll max within one day the problem will be solved, will be attended, and required action will be taken. Again, as I said, it is not only a traffic problem; it is a problem of law and order also. So even based on our commissioner sir's instructions, law and order are also taking this problem very seriously. They're taking a lot of preventive actions. They're opening rowdy sheets if possible for repeated offenders. So this problem is being tackled very seriously.
Yeah, and speaking about repeated offenders, is there going to be any, stricter implementation of stricter penalties, in fact, for repeat offenders? Is that happening or is it in the works?
So what generally from law and order they do is they do what is called preventive sections, that is 107, 110 CRPC, and they get them bond over. That means they'll have a bond of 1 lakh if they have the same reputation, and they can be jailed also. So immediately after such kind of incidents, if these guys are unscrupulous elements or repeat offenders, the preventive actions are taken, and for the next violation, they are put in jail, and a heavy penalty is imposed on them. So, and even rowdy sheets are opened sometimes. So, a series of actions are taken. If they're in case of juveniles, there we book JJ Act on their parents, and
Okay.
we actually send the RC for cancellations. So if there is modified bikes, we
Hmm.
send RCs for cancellation. So we take almost a series of actions on each offense. So it is again, as I said, on our commissioner's instructions, we are actually taking it very seriously.
Right. And I can see a lot of policing happening of late as well. A lot of checking, and they're standing in places where people don't expect them to stand. I will give you an example near BTM layout. It's an internal roads, and I see there are police who are there because I think that's a very good step to stand in places where people least expect police to be there and find them on spot. Now, before I let you go, sir, I want to ask you one tip to people listening in on how to handle themselves if they encounter road rage situation. If you ever were, let's say, in a road rage situation, how would you handle it?
First and foremost thing is not to get out of the car or the bike and start arguing with the people on the road.
Yeah.
And first thing, in fact, to take not to place the car on the road, but
Okay.
at least take them to the side, and then not to get out from the vehicle because most of the times the other person may be drunk or something intoxicated. So it's better not to get. Then always have a dash cam that is recording even front and back. Tell this matter to the person, saying that, okay, we have a recording, so please do not create nuisance, and you can go. If there is anything, you can come to the police station next day and you can discuss. And again, the first step again should be to dial 112.
Hmm.
So police will arrive immediately. If the law and order police, OSLA, what we call, if we can't, if it generally it reaches within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if there is a nearby traffic constable available, you can directly reach them. They will take action. The first thing is, you should not get down of the car and start arguing, because that's where tempers really go high, and people start physical altercation, and lot many things can happen in cases. So better is to, especially when families are there, not when families are there, but anyways in general, please do not should not one should not get out of the cars and start arguing on roads. It's very dangerous.
Absolutely, sir. Well, thank you so much, sir, for connecting and having this conversation, giving us your thoughts and your opinions about road rage. And I believe that after listening to this, a lot of people would think twice before, engaging with people who are aggressive and who are, unnecessary creating problems. Thank you so much, sir. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you.